Ninth Standard Science, English Medium, Unit number 19, Plant Physiology. Textbook exercises. Choose the correct answer. The tropic movement that helps the climbing vines to find a suitable support is answer C. Thigmotropism. The chemical reaction occurs during photosynthesis is option A. Carbon dioxide is reduced and water is oxidized. The bending of root of a plant in response to water is called hydrotropism. Option C. Hydrotropism. A growing seedling is kept in the darkroom. A burning candle is placed near it for a few days. A tip part of the seedling bends towards the burning candle. This is an example of answer C. Phototropism. The root of the plant is answer option B. 2 and 3. Positively geotrophic but negatively phototrophic. Negatively phototrophic but positively hydrotrophic. Sixth one, the non-directional movement of a plant pot in response to temperature is called thermonosty. Option B, thermonosty. Chlorophyll in a leaf is required for option A, photosynthesis. Transpiration takes place through answer option D, stomata. Fill in the blanks. The shoot system grows upward in response to dash. Answer sunlight. The shoot system grows upward in response to sunlight. Dash is positively hydrotrophic as well as positively geotrophic. Answer root. Root is positively hydrotrophic as well as positively geotrophic. The green pigment present in the plant is answer chlorophyll. The green pigment present in the plant is chlorophyll. The solar tracking of sunflower in accordance with the path of the sun is due to photonosty. The solar tracking of sunflower in accordance with the path of the sun is due to photonosty. The response of a plant pot towards gravity is dash. Answer geotrophic. Geotropism. The response of a plant pot towards gravity is geotropism. Plants take in carbon dioxide for photosynthesis but need oxygen for their living. Match column A with column B. In column A, roots growing downwards into soil, shoots growing towards the light, shoots growing upwards, roots growing downwards away from light are given in column B. Answers are shuffled. We have to match it correctly. Let us see the answer. Roots growing downwards into soil, positive geotropism. Shoots growing towards the light, positive phototropism. Shoots growing upward, negative geotropism. Roots growing downwards away from light, negative phototropism. State whether true or false. If false, correct statement. First one, the response of part of plant to chemical stimulus is called phototropism. Answer false. The correct statement is the response of a part of the plant to the chemical stimulus is called chemotropism. Shoot is positively phototrophic and negatively geotrophic. Answer true. When the weather is hot, water evaporates lesser, which is due to opening stomata. Answer false. The correct statement is when the weather is hot, water evaporates more, which is due to opening of stomata. Photosynthesis produces glucose and carbon dioxide. Answer false. Correct statement is photosynthesis produces glucose and oxygen. Photosynthesis is important in releasing oxygen to keep the atmosphere in balance. Answer true. Plants lose water when the stomata on leaves are closed. Answer false. Correct statement is plants lose water when the stomata on leaves are opened. Answer very briefly. What is Gnostic movement? Gnostic movements are non-directional response of a plant or part of a plant to stimulus. Name the plant part which bends in the direction of gravity but away from the light. Answer root. Which bends towards light but away from the force of gravity. Answer shoot. Third question, differentiate phototropism from photonasty. Answer phototropism, movement of a plant part towards light. Photonasty, movement of a part of a plant in response to light. Phototropism, growth dependent movements. Photonasty, growth independent movements. Phototropism, growth of stem towards light. Photonasty, example, Taraxacum officially blooms in morning and closes in the evening. Photosynthesis converts energy X into energy Y. What are X and Y? X, light energy, Y, chemical energy. Green plants are autotrophic in their mode of nutrition. Why? Green plants are autotrophic in their mode of nutrition because they prepare their food materials through a process called photosynthesis. Refine transpiration. The loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant body is called as transpiration. Name the cell that surrounds the stomata. Guard cell. Answer briefly. Give the technical terms for the following. Growth dependent movement in plants, tropic movements. Growth independent movement in plants, Gnostic movements. Explain the movement seen in nematophores of Avicennia. Answer, negatively geotrophic roots. These roots turn 180-degree upright for respiration. Fill in the blanks. 6 CO2 plus dash sunlight gives in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll dash plus 6 O2 gas. Answer, 6 CO2 that is carbon dioxide plus 6 H2O that is water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives C6H12O6 plus 6 O2 gas. C6H12O6 is glucose and oxygen. What is chlorophyll? Green pigment present in leaves are called chlorophyll. Name the part of a plant which shows positive geotropism. Why? The part of plant which shows positive geotropism is root, because the roots grow downwards towards gravity to provide stability for the plant. What is the difference between movement of flower in sunflower plant and closing of the leaves in Mimosa pudica? Movement in sunflower, photonasty. Movement of a part of a plant in response to light. Movement in Mimosa pudica, thigmonasty. Movement of a part of a plant in response to touch. Suppose you have a rose plant growing in a pot. How will you demonstrate transpiration in it? To demonstrate transpiration in a rose plant, take a plastic bag and tie it over a leaf and place the plant in light. You can see water condensing inside the plastic bag. Question number 8. Mention the difference between stomata and lenticular transpiration. Mention the difference between stomata and lenticular transpiration. Stomata transpiration, loss of water from plants through stomata. Lenticular transpiration, loss of water from plants as vapor through the lenticles. Stomatal transpiration, it accounts for 90 to 95% of the water transferred from leaves. Lenticular transpiration, a very small percentage of water is lost by through plants. Lenticular transpiration. 9th question, to which directional stimuli do roots respond? Answer, roots respond gravity, shoots respond light. Answer in detail. Differentiate between tropic and Gnostic movements. Tropic movements, unidirectional response to the stimulus. Gnostic movements, non-directional response to the stimulus. Tropic movements, growth dependent movements. Gnostic movements, growth independent movements. Tropic movements, more or less permanent and irreversible. Gnostic movements, temporary and reversible. Tropic movements, found in all plants. Gnostic movements, found only in few specialized plants. Tropic movements, slow action. Gnostic movements, immediate action. Second question, how will you differentiate the different types of transpiration? Answer, there are three types of transpiration. Stomatal transpiration, loss of water from plants through stomata. It accounts for 90 to 95% of the water transpired from leaves. Loss of water from plants through stomata. It accounts for 90 to 95% of the water transpired from leaves. Cuticular transpiration, loss of water in plants through the cuticle. Lenticular transpiration, loss of water from plants as vapor through the lenticles. The lenticles are tiny openings that protrude from the barks in woody stems and twigs as well as in other pot organs. Higher order thinking skills. First question, there are three plants A, B and C. The flowers of A open their petals in bright light during the day but close them when it gets dark at night. On the other hand, the flowers of plant B open their petals at night but close during the day when there is a bright light. The leaves of plant C fold up and droop when touched with fingers or any other solid object. Name the phenomenon shown by the flowers of plant A and B. Answer, photonasty. Name one plant each which behaves like the flowers of plant A and B. Answer, plant A, Tarasacum officinalis, common dandelion. Plant B, Hippomoca albae, moonflower. C. Name the phenomenon exhibited by the leaves of plant C. Thigmonas T. Name the plant which behaves like the leaves plant C. Mimosa pudica. Question number 2. Imagine that student A studied the importance of certain factors in photosynthesis. He took a potted plant and kept it in dark for 24 hours. In the early hours of the next morning, he covered one of the leaves with dark paper in the center only. Then he placed the plant in sunlight for a few hours and tested the leaf, which was covered with black paper for starch. What aspect of photosynthesis was being investigated? To show that sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. Why was the plant kept in the dark before the experiment? The plant was kept in the dark before the experiment for de-starching. How will you prove that starch is present in the leaves? The presence of starch in the leaves is proved by the iodine test. Name the raw materials needed for photosynthesis: chlorophyll, water, carbon dioxide from air, then sunlight. Thank you.